If you want to use AI for copywriting with ChatGPT, the key is to stop treating it like a random text generator and start treating it like a strategic writing assistant. In this video, I'll show you how to turn simple prompts into persuasive copy that sounds more polished, more targeted, and much more useful for real marketing work. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more step-by-step AI tutorials just like this. The first thing to understand is that great copywriting with ChatGPT starts with context. If you only say, write me an ad, you'll usually get something generic. But if you give ChatGPT a clear role, a specific goal, and a proven framework to follow, the quality improves dramatically. That is the core strategy, context plus framework. So instead of asking for something vague, you want to tell ChatGPT exactly who it should act as, what it should create, and how it should structure the output. A simple way to do this is with the who, what, how formula. First, define the who. This is the persona or role you want ChatGPT to take on. For example, you could say, act as an expert direct response copywriter, or act as a SaaS copywriter, or act as a brand strategist. Giving it a role helps shape the tone, the vocabulary, and the style of the response. Next, define the what. This is the actual task. Tell ChatGPT what you want it to write and what the purpose is. For example, write a landing page for a yoga mat, write an email promoting a new software tool, or write a Facebook ad for an online course. The clearer the goal, the better the output. Then define the how. This is where you give the framework. Frameworks help ChatGPT organize the copy in a way that performs better. You can use PAS, which stands for Problem, Agitate, Solution. You can use AIDA, which stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, Action. Or you can use other structures depending on the type of content you need. By telling ChatGPT what framework to use, you're guiding the AI to produce copy that is more strategic and less random. Now let's walk through the actual step-by-step process. Open ChatGPT and go to the message box. Start by setting the persona. Type something like, act as an expert SaaS copywriter. This immediately gives the model a clear expert angle. Then provide your context. Paste in your product information, your notes, your offer details, or your rough ideas. You can say, here is the product info, and then include the features, benefits, target audience, and any important background. After that, assign the formula. For example, you can type, write a landing page using the PAS framework, or write an email using the AIDA framework. If you want the output to be even stronger, you can add extra constraints like keep it under 300 words, make the tone confident and friendly, or avoid jargon. These small instructions help ChatGPT stay focused and produce copy that better matches your brand. Another powerful tip is to break larger copywriting tasks into smaller requests. Instead of asking ChatGPT to write an entire sales page, you might first ask it to generate the headline, then the subheadline, then the body copy, and then the call to action. This gives you more control and often produces better results. You can also ask it to provide multiple versions so you can choose the best one. If you want stronger results, give examples. For instance, if you like a certain brand voice or ad style, paste a sample and ask ChatGPT to match that tone. This helps the model understand what good looks like. You can also refine the output by asking for revisions. If the first draft is too generic, tell it to make it more persuasive, more concise, more premium, or more beginner-friendly. Iterating is one of the best ways to get better copy. Here's an example of a strong prompt structure. You could say, act as a direct response copywriter. Write a high-converting landing page for a $50 yoga mat. Use the PAS formula. Keep the tone confident, simple, and persuasive. Include a strong headline, benefits, and a clear call to action. That is much more effective than asking for an ad with no direction. The reason this works is because AI performs best when it has a clear job. Good copywriting is not just about producing words. It is about producing words with a purpose. When you combine role, context, framework, examples, and constraints, ChatGPT becomes a much more reliable writing assistant for ads, landing pages, emails, social posts, and sales content. So the next time you use ChatGPT for copywriting is, remember this formula: who, what, and how. Give it a role, give it a goal, give it a structure. And if you want even better output, refine it with examples and specific constraints. That is how you move from generic AI text to strategic copy that actually helps your business. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more AI tutorials, and let me know in the comments what copywriting task you want ChatGPT to help you with next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.